The area under this graph is rotated around the y-axis. Find the volume. All right. So this is a problem that would work well with shells, because when we take this and rotate it around, we're going to get the other side is going to look, symmetric to it. We'll pretend that's symmetric. And the shells we're going to draw in will look like this. So the radius is x, and the height is x sine x. So our volume for the shell is going to be 2 pi integral radius, height, thickness. The thickness is dx. All right, so when we do radius, height, thickness, we get x squared sine x dx. And let's see, we're going from here to here, so our endpoints are 0 to pi. So this gives us an integral where we have to use tabular, or where we have to use integration by parts. And the best way to do this is tabular, since it's x squared times sine x. All right, so I'm actually going to do the tabular part over here. You got x squared and then sine x. So you get 2x, 2, and 0. So derivative of sine is not derivative, we're doing the integral. Integral of sine is negative cosine. Integral of cosine is sine, but the negative comes down with it. And the integral of sine is negative cosine, which will cancel with that negative. It just leaves us with cosine. Now we've got to put our slants in here. And now we have to deal with these pluses and minuses. Lots of pluses and minuses on this problem. So taking this gives us the volume is 2 pi times, let's see, this is minus x squared cosine x, then plus 2x sine x, and then plus 2 cosine x, from 0 to 1, or no, from 0 to pi. All right, so now we've got to plug both of these endpoints in. And a lot of the time when you see a 0 at the bottom, you don't have to plug it in, but that's not the case in here, because cosine of 0 is 1. So we've got to plug both of them in. So let's see. We've got the 2 pi. Plugging in the pi, we get minus pi squared cosine pi plus 2x sine pi plus 2 cosine pi minus, plug in the 0, you get negative 0 squared cosine 0 plus 2 times 0 sine 0 plus 2 cosine 0. All right. So let's. I'm going to go in and do each of these individually in purple underneath. Now, cosine of pi. If you think about what cosine looks like, cosine of pi is negative 1. So this is negative 1. This is negative 1, and sine of pi is 0. And then over here on the other part, let's see, this term is just 0 because it's got the 0 on it. This one's 0. But then cosine of 0 is 1. So we've got to deal with that. So let's see, I'll do this next step in blue. This right here gives me pi squared plus 0 minus 2. You know what? This is, I don't like the way I'm doing this. Oop. Don't like moving that thing either. Let's see, what have we got in here? We've got, this is going to give us pi squared And this will give us minus 2 minus, the only thing that's not 0 over here is this last term, which is 2. So it looks like we get 2 pi times pi squared minus 4. And I'll distribute that. We get 2 pi cubed minus 8 pi. And that's our volume.